thing as a female kidney and a male kidney. Well, there are male kidneys and female kidneys. Like, everything about me is female. My wrists are female. My fingers are female. My voice is female. You know, we notice who's female and who's male for hundreds and thousands of cues on us, and it's even more noticeable under the hood. So all these doctors were doing really was offering hormones that would allow a man to grow breasts, and then doing some quite rudimentary surgery that obviously can't construct female sex organs, and they still can't. I won't go into detail about what they do. You can read in the book if you want. But they would do that, and then that would make somebody who was an anomaly for the law. And this is before laws had been gone through to try to take out all unnecessary sex distinctions. So in the 1930s or 1940s, you know, men couldn't cross-dress in many American states. Like, a man going out dressed as a woman would be arrested. You know, it was in many places in the world, women still couldn't vote. There was no same-sex marriage. You know, voting rights were different. When my mother got married, she got married 50-something years ago, she had to resign from the civil service because there was a bar on married women in the civil service in Ireland at that point. So there were all these differences, but now you've got an anomalous person. You've got a man with breasts and long hair who wears a dress and has had his penis removed. So then the law had to respond. And laws responded in different places, and largely they did so by making tiny, tiny little exceptions for just these special people. And then the human rights lawyers came in. And I mean, I'm skipping over various bits of it, but the human rights lawyers quite successfully argued that if you were willing to give any man a birth certificate that said he was a woman, like that he was female, you couldn't make that conditional on him being sterilised. Because making anything conditional on somebody being sterilised is a human rights abuse. And this argument appeared in 2004 in the discussions for the Gender Recognition Act. So Britain's Gender Recognition Act was the first law anywhere in the world that allowed someone to change the sex that was written on their birth certificate without having surgery on their sex organs first. So it created, for the first time, the legal fiction of a woman with a penis. And then that got leveraged. You know, when that became possible, doctors did different things, and then when doctors did different things, the law had to respond. And, I mean, there are various things that we could say about what happened in the charity sector and in education, and, you know, I would say the one thing I would point out is that the various other civil rights movements had kind of basically reached their end point. So when we had gay marriage in 2013 and America had in 2015, you had these quite large, powerful, very good brand name charities that were looking for their next cause. I mean, they could just have wrapped up and gone home, but nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
So they went for legal gender self-identification instead.